This message is only going to hit the men that want to change, that know there's something missing out of life, that there has to be more to this.
Welcome back, tribe. Have a potentially brutal one here again from this channel. My wife asked for an open marriage. Dude calls in. It's probably going to go all bad. Get into it. Here we go.
This time last year, my wife asked me for an open relationship.
Oh, boy.
And I could see that she was struggling really bad and had been for a while. And I felt like I didn't want to just say no to her. So basically I said, I'll give you a month, not do anything, nothing physical. I said, I'll let you give me some data. Tell me the reason why you think this would help us.
She was already with somebody, wasn't she?
She had been already a year and a half before that for a year. And she already had a plan. Like, we laid out all these ground rules, what would happen if we got there. And she was with somebody like almost right away, somebody different than this other person. And both of them were from work.
Golly, bro. The work. And this is probably, I have a theory on this. The women that have entered the workforce since whatever, 30s, 40s, 50s, whenever they started entering the workforce in mass, that just, dude, people are weak-minded. The herd mentality, these people have no self-control. You take a weak-minded person and you put them around other people like a work environment, then they'll start cheating. The fairer sex, for some reason, is hooking up at work and willing to destroy their relationships, falling in love. We're not talking just pure casual sex. Like, these people are falling in love and destroying entire marriages. Men have been messing around at work for the longest time. I understand it's not fair, but dudes aren't breaking up their entire marriages, falling in love with some receptionist. Like, the chick will literally fall in love with Bob down 2 cubicles over because he complimented her on her dress. And she starts the Disney mentality thought process and then destroys her marriage at home with her man. This shit is crazy, dude. Putting women working with men together has had detrimental effects on marriages and families. Somebody tell me otherwise. May not be work per se. Maybe it's just a weakness of these generations. Maybe we're more weak-minded as people in general, and we can't even hold off temptations of the flesh. I mean, look how weak we are. Look how obese we are. We can't even hold off temptations of your mouth. Jesus Christ, people are controlled by their gut. Let's see. Let's get into this, man. And this dude is still with her.
And then, so I'm struggling with this because it wasn't, after the first month, I was like, this is not something I want to have anything to do with, which I knew before I even agreed to any of it, if I would admit it to myself. But then I asked her to stop and she said no.
Nope.
And even though she told me she hadn't been with anyone, there was nothing there.
Nope.
She was still sleeping with me. And then I find out later that she wasn't using protection with these people.
Nope.
What are you doing? I need to get on these calls because these men need to be woken up. Fuck are you doing? You said you weren't okay with it. She's fucking other dudes behind your back. You tell her you want her to stop. Then you give her, after she says no again, before that, you gave her a whole month to think about how you're going to cheat on me and the guys you're going to be getting your guts rearranged by. And when you get your analysis, what are you talking about, bro? You think she has an engineer's mind or something? She's like checking off little boxes of like plus, minus, benefits, negatives and shit. Like, no, it's all pure feeling. Ted 2 cubicles down was like, damn, you're looking good, that tight dress, Karen. And then all of a sudden, the butterflies, wow, he noticed me. Why? Because who knows what the hell's going on? Have you noticed your woman at home? I don't know. Do you guys, you claim you're having sex. Is the sex garbage? What is going on in this relationship where your woman is seeking outside validation? You're not giving her something. I'm not trying to place the blame on the man for that part, but damn, you're still with her after finding out she had a whole year-long affair, then asked you, hey, honey, let's open up this marriage. I'm already getting my guts rearranged, but I want to make it official and keep you as a walking wallet, little simp, scumbag turd who never tells me no. I will keep benefiting from the fact that you're paying for my life while I'm getting piped on the side for free. The other guy's piping your wife for free. He doesn't get any arguments. He doesn't get any annoyance at home. He doesn't get any emotional manipulation. He gets none of the negatives of your woman. You're getting all negatives. That dude is just busting nuts at work in your wife raw, having a blast. She's more excited than she's ever been. She can't wait to go to work and see him again. And you're at home contemplating like, I'm not okay with this. We need to sit down and have a conversation. I don't think we should be doing this. She says, nope, I'm going to keep doing it. And you go, fine then, we'll stay together. Just checking. Seriously, can anybody be sad? And these are the guys that are getting like wrecked in court, ending up in the divorce statistics. We're all quoting and shit. And it's like, come on, man. What? Your wife is smashing another dude for a year, then had the balls, the disrespect to come ask your husband, can we have an open relationship? I've been smashing a guy for like a year now. You probably found out, but I want to broach the subject because I don't plan on stopping. Don't give a shit about my marriage. So can I smash this guy or not? The answer is I'm going to do it whether you say yes or no, but I'd like you to just say yes out loud so that you don't give me shit for it whenever I'm out creeping with other men. What respect? Bro, this guy, where's the question? Why don't you respect yourself? Why do you have such low self-esteem? Tell me about how you grew up. How was your father to you? What was your parents' relationship like? The household you grew up under. Start asking him the real questions. This guy is being abused and used, and he doesn't have the balls to leave. Or at least go open up the marriage for yourself. If you stop caring about your wife, go do your own thing. Fine, you have an open marriage now. Maybe you have kids and you don't want to ruin the facade for them, that you have a happy, loving home. Holy shit, man. What in the world?
So we went on a family vacation, and she on this vacation, we were driving through the middle of the night because we have young children, and I wanted to sleep. And her phone was still lit up because everything was locked on it, obviously. It was still lit up, so I grabbed it, and I found a bunch of stuff. She was sending videos and pictures and all sorts of stuff to many, many people. From that day, we started working to try to fix this. And
you try to work to save your marriage. She didn't give a shit. She was just supplicating to this stupid demand of, okay, baby, I'll change. Yeah, sure. Again, it's not a one-time thing. It's premeditated for a year. And then you found many, many men. Bro, what is it going to take for some guys to wake up? I don't understand. This shit is crazy to me. I don't understand. How many indiscretions before you find your balls? What's happening here? I wish I could give you some crazy wisdom, but this stuff blows my mind. There's millions of men that walk around like this. Dude, what is the blame? Can we talk about your childhood?
And then I found out everything maybe a month and a half after that in July. And since the day that she has come clean and told me everything, she has done every single thing I've asked. She has gone to counseling. I've gone to counseling. We're about to start couples therapy. We've taken trips together. We've really tried to reconnect and on all levels. And
this guy's lost.
And become better parents and just...
Oh my God, bro.
And to be honest,
being a blue pill cuck is just horrendous for your mental health. Look at this shit. This is wild.
I cannot stop thinking about her with these other people.
Shit.
I start visualizing, and then I ruminate, and then I spiral, and then I make up scenarios in my head, and I make everything even worse than it probably was. And then I ask her about it, and then I can see the guilt is crushing her because now that she's in a healthier place and knows.
This is what they say when a spineless turd. The guilt is crushing her. I can see the guilt is crushing her. He's feeling bad for his wife, taking responsibility and feeling like a piece of shit human being for doing what she did all those years with many, many men. And I can see it hurts her inside. Get what
she is doing to me currently. For my children, for her, I need to start feeling better and not being so crushed day to day and not having these 2 or 3 day spans where I just cannot function because the weight of this is killing me.
Wow.
And I just am not sure how to move forward with it.
Bro, you're giving hopes and dreams, and that shit ain't paying the bills, and it is not in reality. You are enslaved to this woman. You need to cut the cord, as painful as it's going to be, and start your life, or you're never going to feel better about this. You're never going to get over this. Your wife was smashing many, many men, screaming ohs and ahs, and oh my God, not like my husband's. Wow. Yeah, it is as bad as you're thinking. There's a reason she went outside the marriage, and it wasn't a one night stand, one type of deal, one indiscretion. It was multiple and messaging multiple dudes. Your wife has a problem, and you have a problem with self-respect, but your wife has a problem keeping her legs closed. How didn't you catch this 16 years, bro, in the marriage? You think this just happened now? You think somebody just flipped the switch like magically this hard on you? She woke up and became a whole different person with no morals? She's been doing this shit your entire relationship before you ever proposed. She's had men on the side. You're just too dumb, too trusting to even see it. Damn, man. I hope men wake up and see this shit. I'm not talking out of my ass. He hasn't accepted it yet. He's not okay with anything that's happened. He hasn't moved an inch from the moment he found out. It's gotten worse, actually, because he's found out even more. And the fact that his wife is being so duplicitous by now wanting to fix everything only after being caught. What happened about wanting to fix everything After you cheated the first time, you didn't realize it was a mistake and then was like, I can never do this again. I've messed up. This is a secret that has to go to my grave. I've wronged my husband in a way that it would absolutely destroy me if he did the same thing. None of that. She didn't come forward on her own volition. She didn't stop when she could have by herself. She only stopped because you caught her. That means she's not sorry. She just doesn't want to lose the free meal ticket. A divorce would mean not having all the nice things you provide currently. A man can't see that. You're not being loved for who you are, my friend. You're being loved for your providing. If you stop giving her all this shit, if you stopped all the freebies, watch how fast she turns on you. She already told you no to your face. She doesn't want to stop. And then you caught her again with many, many men. And she goes, oh shit, this cuck finally, he's going to leave now. I'm going to lose everything. Okay, I'll act right again after I meet my bull at 3:00 and get my guts rearranged. Wait 1 second. What the hell, man? He needs to DNA test those kids. This woman has cheated more times and for longer than he thinks. She'll never treat him right. This guy says, dude, she cheated and made him feel guilty. What a master manipulator. Duh.
That's where we're at right now. If I could move forward, I think she's starting to and kind of forgive
Do you
herself.
see how this is turned on you and you're making yourself the bad guy?
Yeah, I'm good at that.
I know. It's one of your spiritual gifts. Stop. Quit it.
Yeah. Fuck, that's wild.
Quit it. It doesn't help the situation. The reality is the person who is the mother of your kids didn't stab you in the back. She stabbed you right in the face and then tried to concoct a plan to get you to go along with doing it in the future.
Bro, she did worse than that. She didn't stab him in the face. She handed him the knife and said, stab yourself in your eyeballs. You believe nothing and stab yourself in the mouth and the throat too. Slice it up. You will say nothing and go ahead and cut your balls off while you're at it, little cuck, because I will keep this up. And my man says, after mutilating himself like that, he goes, I'm so sorry, baby, that I have a little bit of boundaries and wasn't okay with this. Please continue. And I can see every time I bring it up because it's killing me inside and I'm a toad and have no self-respect, that you somewhat feel guilty, but it's not real guilt. You're just so sick of hearing that shit. You're annoyed at hearing it, but you don't want to lose all the free things I provide. So you're putting up with, thank you for putting up with me and all of that while he's left there mutilated and bleeding. This is literally the imagery you have to have in your head because that's the only way you can really truly feel the depth of this ridiculousness.
What do you want moving forward?
I want to make it work with her for our children and
What?
for me and for her. I don't think it was ever about.
I'm sorry, I needed to plug my mic in after hearing that shit. Are you serious? You cannot help a person like this. The fact that he has no morals, principles, values, independent thought, self-awareness. You know this man has no goals. You know he's not going anywhere in life. Nothing could save this man.
So I got his wife's phone number and I made sure she had all the details.
And did that make you feel any better? No.
Not really. I was angry at the time.
It's pure anger and rage.
I'm sorry, but there's no reconciliation here. How can you you can't, you've lost the respect. I don't know when, if he ever even had respect with the kind of self-deprecating attitude he has about himself. Well, dude, you were never respected in your relationship. Your woman does not care about you. She's sleeping with multiple men. You're going to bed together and she's rolling over saying, baby, I love you. If she's even giving you that much. And just next minute, another dude. Next minute, another dude. Guys at work, of course it's other married men. They're just having casual flings on the side until somebody catches feelings and breaks the whole marriage apart. You may have interrupted that process from happening. She would have divorced you. What the hell? Do I need to make a call-in show? Seriously?
And they wonder why men are just leaving the West in droves. Anybody with the ability to should, even if it's temporary. Just have your eyes open to the options overseas. The West is done.
Passport broing isn't about women. Real passport broing is financial freedom. Never fucking forget that. Women are just the cherry on top.